Okay, it's Monday morning. I'm on my way to the Deutsche Museum, but on the way, I'm on this bridge across the Isar River, which is the main river going through Munich. And there it is. It's really shallow today. It's got this stone's bottom. It's like a mountain, typical mountain river, except it's down here in Munich. Okay, here's the real Isar River. What we were looking at before was a little side stream. This is more like it. This is a real hardcore river. We're going to go in the Deutsches Museum, which is, I think, one of the great museums in the world. It's like the Museum of Science and Industry, but much better. But behind the Deutsches Museum, or part of the Deutsches Museum, this is interesting, this architecture here. Looks like good old-fashioned 30s style architecture, complete with eagles on the top. Okay, so we're going to start out in the Deutsche Museum. This is the ship part. They have boats from all over. But this one's really cool. This is a tugboat that was made in Venice in 1935. Coal-fired. And then they were going to convert it to diesel. I never got around to the conversion. I'll tell you, this is the museum for big iron for sure. Okay, in the Deutsches Museum, this is motors. That motor right there is from a Porsche. These other motors, these are like racing car. This is a motor from '13. It's cool because they have these things cut apart so you can see the cylinders and how they work. It's a diesel motor. This looks like a two-cylinder motor from 1889. Look at that. And this is a motor for a truck, Daimler, 1890. It's just amazing. This is an amazing place. So they're going to demonstrate a Faraday cage here. Guy getting into the cage. Up he goes. $220,000 volts.
Welche Kraft- und Energiewert dahinter steckt, kann man sehr gut daran erkennen, dass am unteren Ende der Leiterseite ein Gewicht von 10 Kilogramm aufgebracht ist. Und dieses wird spielend nach oben gezogen. Die Seile sind jetzt auch schon so heiß geworden, dass man die mit der Hand gar nicht mehr berühren soll.
Okay, so during those lightning strikes where we were covering our ears, this is what they were striking, these little houses here. It's pretty cool. We couldn't see it from where we were. Here's some of this other high voltage equipment. I love it. This is, why doesn't America have a museum like this? Maybe the Smithsonian has some of this stuff, but this is absolutely incredible. Gives me great new respect for engineers who design and build this stuff. So this monster is 380 kilovolt. 380 kilovolt. This helps us understand what we're looking at. 287 kilovolt. Oh, that's built in 1936. 220, Form Donau. This is, oh, okay, that's the Boulder Dam model. How about that? $110. They're just showing different models of transmission lines, and then various cables, but it would take all day to look at all this. How to connect conductors, that's interesting. Okay, so here we're looking at switch gear for high voltage. What's interesting is, you know, my buddies out in Chatham, they've got their own equipment. They understand all this stuff, or at least the organization to which they belong understands all this stuff, the Illinois Municipal Electric Agency. It's just a totally different world. Crazy. Love this museum. It's all about big iron. It's a monster generator from 1891. God, I love this place. Let's see what that looks. Let's see what that baby over there is. The generator for hydropower. This shows the interior windings and stuff. I think you'd have to take a course to understand all this, but wow, these guys, and now women, gals, who design this stuff, it's just amazing what they do. Okay, so this is Werner von Siemens, Germany's answer to Thomas Edison. And this, the first dynamo electric machine made by him. Crazy. the scope of this place, just the power generation and stuff. I'm just going to kind of walk you quickly through this. You can see that's an old emergency generator from 1878. Look at this stuff. And then it goes into here. We've already seen some of this stuff, but it's just amazing. Okay, you get the picture. Okay, so here's a whole exhibit devoted to metals production, and they have a bunch of old stuff. This here is a model of a modern blast furnace. Very cool. Describes the whole process. A model of a steel plant where you convert the pig iron from produced in the blast furnace to steel. This is the machine tools exhibit. It shows how a factory was laid out with the pulleys. And then over here there's all these metal lathes. We'll go look at some of them. This is the modern stuff. Computer controlled lathes. These all look like 1970s stuff. That's a spark erosion machine. I've never even heard of that. And now okay, so this is a setup for demonstrating a process that produces a little magnetic strip. Well, this demonstrating these various types of automated and robotic machines. I like this one. This is it's called a pneumatic muscle. That's a cool name. There's a robot. So this is the power machinery exhibit. This is so cool. Here's an ox-driven thing. Like a power winch, I guess. Muscle power machines. Goodness gracious. From 1838 to 1952, are you kidding me? And the linen machine, there's the linen that's getting flattened out. And there's the box with the stones, and it's being moved back and forth by this apparatus, which is run by oxen. Wow, this is crazy. This is a Roman pump from 300 AD, which was found in 1971. Crazy, baby. Oh, wait a minute. Is this it? Is this the Roman pump? Hold on a second. Okay, so that's the wooden pump, and this is a reproduction of a Roman pump, as near as I can tell. No, it's rather confusing. Straightened out. That's a German pump from 1950. This is a water motor, cut so you can see the inside. And that's the Roman pump. Okay, so this is a brine pump that was used for 100 years, from 1817 to 1917. They would, in the salt mines, they would make brine and then pump the brine to the salt work. That way they didn't have to transport it by animal. They could transport the salt in the water. Clever, no? Look at that thing. And here's a diagram of the hydraulics. Our brine pump is going to be here. Maybe here. There are 4 brine pumps. Okay, this is a German steam engine from 1815. Ran for 100 years. They started making them after the James Watt patents expired. This is a half-beam steam engine made in 1847, based on an American design. It'd be a full beam. See the beam going back and forth, and this is a half beam, and they were more efficient and smaller. Cool, huh? Here's another steam engine. Steam engine from 1830 or something like that. This is big iron. Now we're back to this bad boy. (1841) used to 1905. Here's a monster steam engine from 1865, used in a spinning mill in Switzerland for 50 years. And this is a boiler, the boiler mechanism. It's interesting to see how that works. From a 1859 steam engine. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. This is cool. This steam engine has classical motifs. I'll go over here and find out what it is. Alright, this is a high pressure oscillating steam engine from 1839, used in a cloth factory. Okay, this is a real live Watt steam engine from 1788. Is this cool or what? Here's the boiler over here. Look at that monster. And here's the motor. And I don't pretend to know how these things work, but it is so cool. The first practical industrial steam engine. Look at that. And here's the first German, or not the first German steam engine, but the earliest one still in existence. This one was based on the Watt principle. I think the sign said 1815. That's close enough. Okay, so this room continues the evolution of the steam engine. Actually, the change from steam engines into steam turbines. Beginning with, well, here's some piston steam engines. This is a piston steam engine from a German torpedo boat, 1890. And over here is the first practical steam turbine engine from 1889, invented by an Englishman. These things are beautiful works of art, really. And here's a later steam turbine engine. You can see the blades here. Interestingly, these turbine engines turbines of course are used in all jet planes today. John, don't move so fast. Here's a turbine from 1903 used for power generation. And now this is interesting. This is a model, a 1:20 scale model of a steam turbine engine of Siemens from 1975. So this bad boy is probably still in operation. Three stages, highly efficient. That one puts out 600 megawatts, and what we're looking at here, this is one of the blades. And just to give you the scale, there's my hat, okay? So that'll help you get the scale of this turbine blade. One of these bigger blades in the big blade section. And here's a thrusting machine. Steam engine from 1862. Of course, we had a lot of those in the States as well. Here's a monster. 1896. Worked until 1967. How about that? Okay, this is the water turbine section, but we're not going to spend a lot of time here. Just to show you the scale of this massive place. It's unbelievable. Next we have a airplane and helicopter exhibit, including, interestingly, a U.S. Air Force helicopter. Most of the other stuff in here is a German manufacturer. What's cool is they take the tops off of these things so you can see what's going on inside. There's the U.S. Army or U.S. Air Force chopper. Is that cool or what? Glider used for training German Air Force people, and then some other gliders. But you know what? I'm basically here for the big iron, not the air stuff. There's also somewhere around here locomotives. We've got to find those. Cool. It's a General Electric motor for a small plane. It looks like they just dropped it right out of the plane. Is that cool or what? Isn't this interesting? Here's a jet engine from the DDR, the East Germany. Developed in 1958. Over here, this is a jet engine, a General Electric jet engine, but I get the impression from looking at the labels that it was manufactured here in Germany under license, or at least pieces of it were. Allison, made by General Motors. One thing that I think is unfortunate, I'm not seeing any information here about the superb technology that the Germans developed in the 40s. You know, the V-1 rockets, the V-2s, the first jet plane. I'm not seeing any of that. I guess maybe the emotions are still too raw. Pratt & Whitney, 1960. Ha! I take it back. Here's a V1. How about that? I think it's a V1. Let's find out. No, it's not a V1. What this was, it's a prototype rocket-powered interceptor. Wow. Look at that little hole. I mean, it's amazing, the high tech, and then the crudity of the little pilot window made out of wood. This was a prototype, never developed. And here's a rocket. Oh my God, look at this thing. Unbelievable. This is a two-stage anti-aircraft missile developed in 1942, and I swear to God, looks like a Nike Hercules or a Nike Ajax. That is just amazing. I take back what I said. Here's a fabulous first jet fighter in the history of the world. Messerschmitt Me-262. Look at this thing. Wow. There's the jet engine. And then up above it was the rocket plane. I think more guys died in trying to pilot that thing than anything else. But this Messerschmitt, this was a revolutionary aircraft. After this, the whole world went to jet aircraft for fighter planes, because this could out-climb, out-fight anything we had. Its problem was short range, and by that time we bombed their industry so badly there wasn't a lot they could do. Now look up here. There's the V1. Yes, indeed. 1944. Wow. And there's the rocket motor of the rocket plane. Ha! That is so beyond cool. Rocket plane, V1, beyond the rocket plane, and then the Me-262. Wow. Okay, so this is the robot exhibit, starting with a robot for milking cows. That's pretty cool. It's kind of cool. I mean, this stuff, these robots are, in the main, more than 10 years old. Here's a Walker from 1995. Toy Robot 2006. But that makes sense, because things that are in use shouldn't be in a museum, they should be in use. External tape library. How about that? Totally obsolete now. We don't have tapes for our computers. But you could call up the tape you wanted and it would be delivered. Now we need tapes.
Behind you.
Move my head. This is the Lowenbrau Keller. This is my favorite place in Munich for German food. There's my little Fräulein. Now, little Fräulein, get a picture of me with my Triumphator, world's greatest beer. Oh yeah, here we go.
Sausage spreader? Yeah.
Over here.
Where you go?
Yeah.
And the bits.
Oh, good. Thank you. All right, now press that red button when you're done.
Take a drink of it.
Huh?
Take a drink.
Triumphator. Mutual. There you go. Say, hello, Zoe.
Hello there, Zoe. Hello, Zoe. Wie geht es Ihnen?
No, wie geht es dir?
Huh? Whatever. Danke. Bitteschön. So ohne Kunst wie für grauen Stunden, wo mich des Lebens, hast du mein Herz, Sorgen, du Kunst, ich danke dir, mein
Looks like we're already at the Hof.
Ich danke dir.
Here we go.
Yeah, here.
Go ahead. All right. So here we are at the Hauptbahnhof. Hey.
Hi, Zoe.
basically we jumped on the wrong train. So now we're jumping on the right train. This should be Karlsplatz.
Can you send videos by email to
No. No.
It is.
It's Karlsplatz? All right. We're good. Karlsplatz. Okay, so like... we're at Karlsplatz. Next stop, Marienplatz. Is our tour at that Rosenheimer Platz. This is Isar Tor. We get off to the next stop. Jan, we get off here. So this is Rosenheimer Platz. This is what we call the graffiti exit. Some of the exits are nice and some aren't. It's really weird. There's the graffiti on the wall. Okay, there's our Holiday Inn sign. And we're going this way toward the Holiday Inn. This way. And there she is. Better late than never.
Yes.
Are you going to stay down here and have a black cat?
Nope.